Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tarush. How are you? I hope I am audible to you all. Just raise your hand and let me know. Be fast. Good morning, everyone. Just raise your hands. Why so less responses there? Nikita, good morning. All right, all right. All right, just lower your hands. Thank you. So in the previous lecture, we have finished the topic Playfair cipher. Am I right? We have completed Playfair cipher. Playfair cipher, and in Playfair cipher, students were having one query that was I haven't addressed that day. That was I and J are having in the same field. All right. So I and J, because this is because J is the least, means one of the least, you can say, used letters in alphabet, English alphabet. So that's why J is paired here. Although it is not mandatory to use I and J and skip J, you can also use another pair like U and V and skip V. You can use another pair like P and Q and skip Q. All right. Like we had a key, हमारे पास एक key थी ना, we had taken a key monarchy, MONARCHY. This was key monarchy. So what would happen if we select a key which is having J? For example, if we have taken this zombies is our key, so J is already coming here. All right, in this case, you can't skip J. You can't take it as a second part because it is already there. You can't take I and J pair. All right, J is already there. So in this case, some other letter has to be skipped, which is having the least occurrence in English. All right. So encryption standards are selected in such a way so that the least occurring letter is taken as the letter to be skipped. Because we are in this Playfair cipher, we can assume only 25 letters, not 26. This is 5 by 5 matrix actually. All right. So this was the reason. So you people are done with Playfair cipher. Playfair cipher again. After Playfair cipher, we have Wisner cipher. Wisner cipher, which is again an example of polyalphabetic cipher. Is polyalphabetic cipher clear to everyone? Kind of respond, students. Clear. All right. All right. In monoalphabetic cipher, there are fixed letters like for A, if D is the replacement. Wait. Wheatstone cipher is also an example, but we are not having it in our syllabus. If you want, we will take 10 minutes in some lecture. We will also discuss Wheatstone. All right. No issue, Tarush. Just take 10 minutes someday. So if A is being replaced by D in monoalphabetic, so wherever A is occurring, it will be replaced by D. For example, launch and attack is the plain text. So wherever A is there, it will be replaced by D. A will be replaced by D. A will be replaced by D. A will be replaced by D everywhere. So this is monoalphabetic cipher. But if A is being replaced by D here, N here, K here, P here, that means this is mono. This is polyalphabetic cipher, because one alphabet is being replaced by different alphabets depending on the key used, because some keys are getting mixed with them, and the ciphertext is changing. All right. So this is polyalphabetic, and we have done Playfair cipher in it. Next is Wisner cipher. In case of cipher, Wisner cipher, we select a key. Now it is polyalphabetic cipher, and every polyalphabetic cipher is completely dependent on the key selected, and it is just because of that key that we are getting different value for different letters, because the letters of every letter of plain text is being mapped, or you can say being permuted. Permutation is done with every letter of plain text with some letter of key. All right. So there could be different type of permutation. For example, take the same example, launch attack, or attack at in evening is the plain text. This is plain text. All right. And our key is done, D-O-N-E. All right, key is done. Remember this. I'm going to erase this. So plain text is remember, attack in the evening, and key is done, D-O-N-E. All right. Wisner cipher takes a matrix of 27 by 27. 27 by 27. How? It will write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Means in the horizontal way we have to write the plain text, and in vertical way we will write the key. We will consider that these are the keys which are written in vertical manner, and those which are written in horizontal manner, that is a plain text. So GH, let me complete this, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. You have to complete it like this. And similarly, take it in capital letters just to differentiate. A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on. Now the matrix start. Now the inner matrix would be 26 by 26. I told it is 27 by 27. Why? Because we are having one extra row and one extra column for mapping of key and plain text. Mapping of key and plain text. All right. So if it is A here, remember, if it is A here, you have to write B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and things will get automatically mapped, will be in the order. How they are getting in the order? Like A, B, you have written this way, starting from A, B. You will write B, after B you will write C, D, E, F, and this will become A, B, C, D. All right, you will write C, D, E, F, G. This will become A, B, C, D, or B, C, D, E, and so on. All right. So in this case, if you have at last, when it would be Z, when it would be Z, where you will start? When it is Z, you will start from A, B, C, D. When it is Y, you will start with Z, A, B, C. All the 26 letters will be there from A to Y here and Z here. All right. Everyone got this? How to create this matrix? Everyone got this? Students? Yes, write in chat box or raise hand, hurry up. Write in chat box. 105 students are there, only 4-5 responses. Be fast. Must know that you are getting it. All right. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you have written A, B, C, D in this row. This is for plain text. In this direction we are having plain text, and in this direction we are having keys. In this direction we are having key. All right, so you have to just keep gap. Don't write A here. If you are writing A here, then you can't map this like this. You have to write A in second column. This A of plain text in first column. Column number 2, and this A in column number 1. You have to keep this thing free. Nothing is here. All right. So one field is empty. All right. Keep this field empty. Then it will be mapped well. So now your plain text was attack in evening and key was done. Plain text was attack in evening and key was done. So how Wisner cipher is going to encipher your plain text is, you will take A. I have told you this horizontal values are for plain text. So A is here, and key is D. Key is D. All right, you have to write the key for every letter. Like it's attack in evening. All right, you have to write key with them. D O N E, D O N E, D O N E, D O N. All right, so you have to map key with every letter of the plain text. So A is here, in the plain text, and D we have to find in the key. So D is here. What is here? After D it is E. D, E, F, G, H. So for A and D, cipher text is E. Now A double T. For T, where is T? T is here, and O is somewhere here. O would be So whatever is there in the intersection of T and O will be the ciphertext. Then T and N, whatever is there in the intersection of T and N, wherever N is there, that will be ciphertext. Okay, so we get the entire ciphertext like this. Must be having some example of this. Are you getting it? Raise your hands. That the ciphertext is the intersection of this plain text letter and this key. All right. Ciphertext will be the intersection. I have because I can't write sorry ABCD 26 times. I can't write it here, so that's why I have taken just one letter example, that A and D are mapped. A is plain text. In the plain text, it is attack in evening, and key is done. DONE, DONE, DONE. We have to write it repeatedly to map it with every letter. So A and D are, when A and D are mapped, A is from, I haven't written D in place of A, Deepak. I am telling you, we have just written the key. This is key, this is plain text, and we have written the key as number of times as letters are there. Okay, you got it? We have written attack in evening, so key is done, DONE. So we have written DONE because letters are 1, 2, 3, 4, DONE, then CKDOINNE, then DONE for EV, even, for ING DON. All right, we have written them equal number of times. We have written the key equal number of times as plain text. First thing. Now we start encryption. For when we start encryption, we find that this plain text letter in this. All right. We find this plain text letter in this horizontal field. All right. So A is here, A is here, and this key D. We find key in the vertical row. So D is here. So at the intersection of A and D is E. So that means E is the ciphertext. That means E is the ciphertext. Similarly, at the intersection of T and wherever O is there, whatever element is there, that will be the ciphertext here. Second letter, third letter, fourth letter, and so on. At the intersection of this, at the intersection of this, at the intersection of this. All right. Now, at the intersection of E and D, this is E, this is D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So I will be here. Then V and O, V somewhere here, S, T, U, V, U, V, V and O, whatever, wherever O is there, the intersection of V and O will be your ciphertext. So this is the way Wizner cipher works. This is the way how Wizner cipher works. All right, everyone got it? Now let us see its decryption. Let's see how data is being decrypted. Decryption is simply a reverse of this. At the time of encryption, we just see, we just try to figure out the intersection of plain text and the key. Now, in this, when ciphertext is there, what we have ciphertext and key. We have ciphertext and key at the time of decryption. All right. So ciphertext will be found in the first of all, we will check key. If key is E, that means we are going to this row. ये जो E वाला row है. In the row of E, we will find if letter is H, E, F, G, H. If letter is H, ciphertext. If ciphertext is H, then for E and H, at the intersection of E and H, what is the corresponding letter in the plain text? That is C. So C will be the letter in the plain text. If E is the key, all right, if E is the key and H is the ciphertext, then E and H has a corresponding letter that is at the intersection, means H is the intersection of E and C. So that means C is the plain text. Similarly, all letters of the plain text will be decrypted. All right, clear? Right, right. So let's go to move to next encryption algorithm. Playfair cipher is done. Wisdom cipher. Next is Varnam cipher. That is called Varnam cipher or one-time pad. It is also called one-time pad. Why it is called one-time pad? Because key for every encryption is different. Key being used for every decryption is encryption is different. For one time, that key which is used for encryption will be used for decryption, but for second encryption, the key will be different. That's why it is called one-time pad. It is bit more secure than other algorithms because for every encryption, the key is changing dynamically. All right. So in case of Varnam cipher, we just take numeric values for every alphabet, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 for A, B, C. For A, B, C, D, E. Yes, yes, Hill cipher is there. Hill play cipher, it's Hill cipher, not Hill play cipher. We'll discuss Hill cipher also. All right. So in case of one-time pad or Varnam cipher, values are given like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to every alphabet. Let us take a plain text. Write it separately. E L L O, hello. All right. So some random key could be B A X Y C. This is a random key, and for every encryption, key would be different. All right. If we are encrypting 100 words at once, then the key will be same for all 100 words. But if after 100 words, we are going to encrypt 2 more words in the second run, then the key would be different. All right. In one go, key will be same. In different execution, yes, yes, keys are taken alphabet only because we are working on alphabets yet. These are basic encryption techniques, and in basic encryption techniques, we are working on alphabets only, not on special symbols or numerics. All right. These are very basic encryption algorithms. ठीक है जी. So E, F, G, H. This is E is 4, F is 5, G is 6, H is 7, I is 8, J is 9, K is 10, L is 11, M is 12, and so on. All right. So H is having value 7. H is having value 7. E is having value 4. L is having value 11. 11, 11. Similarly, O would be having value MNOP 14. Key is B is having value 1. Right. Hardik. A is having value 0. X is having value 23, 24, and C is having value 2. So what we do in case of this for an encryption? For encryption, what we do? We add these values. 7 plus 1, 8. 4 plus 0 is 4. 11 plus 23 is 34. 11 plus 24 is 35. 14 plus 2 is 16. Right? So this is encrypted values, but we are facing one problem here, that for 34 and 35 we don't have any letter value. Means for alphabets we are having values from 0 to 25. If A is 0, then Z is 25. So we are not having any value for 34 and 35. In this case, we will deduct these letters from 26, or we can say simply we deduct 26 from the letters which are having value more than 26. All right, which are having value more than 25. You can say, sorry, 26. From 0 to 25, there are 26. So next step is subtract 26. So 8 will remain 8, 4 will remain 4, and 34 minus 26 is 8, 9, and 16 will remain 16. All right. So what are your alphabet letters? For 8 we have I, E, I, J, and for 16 we have Q. So this is your cipher text. All right. You can insert more rows in your table. Here, insert more rows, same rows with so that we can differentiate between you can implement maybe next sum. I hope encryption is clear to everyone. Just, encryption is using Varnam cipher is clear to everyone. We have many max count, and sum and average. Keys can be taken randomly, Tarush. Any key can be taken for encryption. All right, it depends on the person who is encoding. If you are going to encrypt data, you can take any key, like you can take your name also as Tarush as the key. All right, and keys could be of any length. Like in the previous example of Wisner cipher, we have taken a key that is DONE, done. So it will be mapped with the entire message, entire plain text message as DONE, 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 and so on. So in this case, we have taken BAXYC is the key. So this BAXYC will be repeated for the entire message. If this is, for example, if plain text would have been hello, meet me at post 76 with all armaments at the dawn or in the evening. So this message will be mapped with this key BAXYC, BAXYC, BAXYC repeatedly. All right, until all the letters of the plain text are mapped with this key. We write equal number of key letters. subtract 26 part is that whenever we are having some values which are beyond 26, sorry, which are beyond 26, in that case the algorithm will subtract 26. All right, a simple if you talk about programming, a simple if else statement will find out which letters are above 26. All right, if the value, you can use if else statement. If the value is greater than 26, then subtract it from 26, else go with the ciphertext. No, it is not possible, Abhinav. It is not possible. Key is larger than plain text. So next is decryption part. In case of decryption, take the same ciphertext like this. Ciphertext is equal to I, E, I, J and Q, which are having values 8, 4, 8, 9, 16. So ciphertext is just a reverse of this. We will use the key with it. What is key? B, A, X, Y, C. That is having value 1, 0, 23, 24 and 2. So in this case, subtraction is done. For decryption, subtraction is done. For encryption, addition is done. For decryption, subtraction is done. 8 minus 1 is 7. 4 minus this A is 0. 4 minus 0 is 4. 8 minus 23 is minus 15. 9 minus 24 is minus 15. 16 minus 2 is 14. Again, there is some problem that we are having some negative values here, and we don't have any negative value for this alphabet. For standard, as a standard, we don't have any negative value. So in this case, we will again use a if statement, and we will add 26 to only those values which are beyond which are below 0, which are in negative. To all negative values we will add 26. So 7, yes, right, 11 will come. 4, 11, 14. So 7 is H, 4 is E, 11 is L, 11 is L, 14 is O. So this is the plain text message, right? So this is plain text message which we have encrypted. Hello. Is this clear to everyone? Just raise your hands again. Are you? All of you? Any doubt in this? All right, wait for a moment. Let me give you a polling question. We haven't done any polling in this session. All students, I had to reconnect as the browser was not responding well. Answer to the following question. In asymmetric key P, the private key is kept by sender and receiver both, all the connected devices to the network. So all तो हो नहीं सकता है ना? Everyone must know and must remember the basic concepts like symmetric key cryptography. What is symmetric key cryptography? And what all keys are used? All right. What is asymmetric key? In symmetric key, we are having a private key only that is shared by both the receiver and sender. In asymmetric key cryptography, we have two keys, public and private. Public key is shared with everyone. Shared with all the connected devices to the network, you can say. Fourth option is for this public key. Shared with, yes, right, Tarush. And private key is shared only with receiver. Only receiver knows this. Private key. So receiver is the correct answer here. 36 students are there who haven't responded, who are sleeping still in the second lecture. Huh? I don't give you one more question. In cryptography, the order of the letters in a message is rearranged by transpositional ciphers, substitution cipher, both, or quadratic cipher. Order is changed in transpositional cipher. In substitution cipher, letters are being replaced. Letters are being replaced. So answer is transpositional ciphers. Right? So I'm repeating again that remember the basic concepts. Only then you will be able to answer well, and these kind of basic questions you will be getting in your MST. All right. Means if you are having MCQ type MST, in that case we can't give you some theoretical questions, some subjective questions. So these are the questions you will be getting. Thank you all of you for being in the session.